Hello and good morning, sir. My name is Aaron Ryan.
Hello, sir. My name is Austin Alistair Marcus.
Hello, good morning. My name is Darren Suminon.
Hi, my name is Deron.
And we're gonna present about the research proposal, which is the level of awareness of UTM staff on occupational safety and health at the workplace. Preliminary introduction. Occupational safety and health issues are important aspects, especially those involving high-risk work in the construction, manufacturing, and other industries involving the use of chemicals and machinery. This is no exception in institutions of higher learning, especially those that offer science and technology engineering courses that use a lot of laboratories and workshops in teaching and learning, for example at University Technology Malaysia, UTM. Pursuant to Section 30, Number 1 of the Occupational Safety and Health Act, OSHA 1994, stipulates that every employer with 40 or more employees must establish an Occupational Safety and Health Committee. This provision applies to UTM, which has more staff than the required minimum number. Apart from that, UTM is also a university that offers many courses that involve the use of chemicals and machines. Awareness of personal safety is a key criterion for avoiding the occurrence of occupational accidents, and if this attitude is set aside, occupational accidents and injuries may increase. Awareness will also reduce organizational expenses arising from the financing of a compensation claim caused by an occupational disaster. Instead, the financial allocation can be distributed in the interest of the social welfare of employees through increased bonus payments and the provision of various incentives to employees. However, the biggest implication of the enactment of the 1994 OSHA is that it allows employees to be exposed to knowledge about occupational safety and health. Statement of problem. Table 1.1 show industrial accidents statistics in Malaysia for the years 1995 until 2000. In the year of 1995, number of accidents is 114,134 and death is 952. For the year 1996 is 106,508 and death people is 1,207. And 1997 is 86,589 and that is 1,307. And 1998 is 85,338 and that people 1,046. And 1999 is 92,074 and dead people is 909. For the year of 2000 is 36,854 and death is 454. Based on the data discussed above, it is estimated that Malaysia incurred losses in the workforce worth 1.2 billion ringgit Malaysia as a result of accidents in 1995. SOCSO has made payments as a result of accidents for the purpose of temporary disability benefits amounting to 289 million ringgit Malaysia in 1995, Ringgit Malaysia 316 million in 1996 and Ringgit Malaysia 383 million in 1997. According to the SOCSO study, the projected payment in 2020 is Ringgit Malaysia 5 billion, and with a total funds available to it, SOCSO may not have sufficient funds to make payments if such a situation persists. Safety and health issues not only occur in commercial industry, but they also occur in institutes of higher learning, IPT, especially those directly and indirectly involved in the handling of machinery and risky chemicals, such as University Technology Malaysia. As a technology-based university, UTM offers many technical courses such as engineering, chemistry, gases, and so on, which involves the use of heavy machinery and hazardous chemicals. Therefore, the UTM workforce is of course always exposed to the risk of accidents at work. Most of the laboratories, workshops, and plants available in UTM have the potential to cause injuries or accidents to its users if they are not operated properly and in accordance with the rules as prescribed. Based on the situation faced by UTM staff, therefore, their level of awareness to comply with occupational safety and health regulations provided by UTM should not be taken lightly. Therefore, this study was conducted to identify the extent to which they are aware of the matter. Due to time constraints, this study identified their level of awareness on safety aspects in the workplace only. The question below of the studies are as follows. What is the level awareness of UTM staff on the aspects of occupational safety and health? And number 2, what are the dominant factors on the level of awareness of UTM staff in terms of safety and health? And number 3, what is the relationship between demographic factors and the level of awareness of UTM staff on safety and health? And lastly, what steps need to be taken to increase the awareness of UTM staff on occupational safety and health? Research objectives. In order to achieve the goals of the research, several important objectives are outlined for this study, namely, to identify the level of awareness of UTM staff on aspects of occupational safety and health. Number 2, determine the dominant factors that influence the level of awareness of UTM staff in terms of occupational safety and health. Number 3, looking at the relationship between demographic factors and the level of awareness of UTM staff on occupational safety and health. And number 4, propose measures that need to be taken to increase the awareness of UTM staff on occupational safety and health. Hypothesis. Background of research. This study is a case study of academic and non-academic staff working at University Technology Malaysia, UTM, which is one of the public institutions of higher learning, IPTA, in the country. UTM has 2 academic campuses, namely its main campus in Skudai, Johor, and in Kuala Lumpur. However, this study was only conducted on academic and non-academic staff of 6 faculties in UTM Skudai as mentioned above. The selection of this faculty was made on the rationale that each faculty involved generally has workshops or laboratories that are high risk and can cause serious accidents to staff and students if not operated in a safe manner. For example, FP has a life skills carpentry workshop, while FS has a physics workshop and ultrasound workshop and biology workshops. FKM has laboratories such as thermal laboratories and fluid laboratories and combustion laboratories, vibration or industrial automation laboratories, and metal forming laboratories. Among the high-risk laboratories available at FKE are mechatronics laboratories, electronics laboratories, and computer engineering laboratories, as well as robotics laboratories. Finally, for FKKKSA laboratories that can cause serious injuries if not handled carefully are such as petroleum engineering laboratories, gas engineering laboratories, polymer laboratories, membrane engineering laboratories, and chemical engineering pilot plants. Limitation of the study. This study only describes the level of staff awareness on aspects of occupational safety and health in the organization studied only, namely UTM, Skudai. Therefore, the findings from this study cannot be generalized to other IPTA because there are differences in terms of mission, vision, and objectives of the IPTA, cultural differences, attitudes, and environments that are able to influence the level of awareness of staff of an IPTA on employee safety. Respondents for this study only consisted of academic and non-academic staff in UTM Skudai only. Indirectly caused the generalization of the study can only be done on all staff working in UTM Skudai only. Moreover, in the study, the validity and accuracy of the study was only based on the answers given by the respondents through the distributed questionnaires. Therefore, the reliability of the findings of this study is highly dependent on the honesty and sincerity of the respondents in answering each question posed. The study conducted may also be true at the time the study was conducted and may not be true at other times. Terms and definition according to OSHA 1994. I will present a little bit about the terms and definition. This section is an extract from Section 3 of OSHA 1994, which is related to interpretation in this Act unless the context otherwise requires. Substance means any natural or artificial substance with whether in solid or liquid form or in the form of gas or vapor or any combination thereof. Material for use while working means any material intended or supplied for use whether exclusively or not by person while working. Practicable means practicable with regard to the severity of the hazards or risk involves, the state of knowledge of the hazard or risk, and any means to eliminate or reduce such hazard or risk. And see whether or not and the appropriateness of means to eliminate or reduce the hazard or that risk, and the cost of eliminating or reducing the hazard or risk. And we go to the next presenter for literature review, Austin and Darren. And following up by Darren David, the methodology. Thank you.
Introduction. This chapter discusses the history of the development of safety and health issue in Malaysia, the Occupational Safety and Health Act OSHA 1994, the concept of safety and health, and past studies. Occupational Safety and Health Act 1994. The Occupational Safety and Health Act 1994, which came into force on 24 February 1994, outlined basic guidelines for managing occupational safety and health issues. The purpose is to ensure the safety, health, and welfare of employees against safety and health risks arising from the occupational activities performed by them. The Act also aims to protect all employees, promoting a comfortable working environment for employees that is appropriate to their psychological and psychological needs. The Act also serves to maintain or improve occupational safety and health standards. In addition, the Act also aims to foster and promote safety and health awareness among employee and employer, and it provides a regulatory framework to promote, encourage, and promote high standards of occupational safety and health aimed at ensuring all parties, especially employees and employees, more responsible in creating a safe work environment. The Safety and Health Act 1994 also provides for the general obligation for employers, manufacturers, self-employed, designer, importers, and suppliers. There are also provisions for the appointment of safety officers, the establishment of safety committees, the formulation of policies, and the formulation of measures for safety to protect the safety and health of workers, enforcement and investigators, as well as liability for offences. Meanwhile, according to Abdul Aziz and Intan 2002, occupational safety and health activity have four main rational or importance, namely obtain individual performance information to see how well it is in line with the desired procedure, reduce the potential and risk of occupational accident, obtain of information on any necessary individual rewarded as a result of performing work safely and effective, obtain information on any individual that is still necessary given training and self-improvement program. Occupational safety and health activities are an approach that studies the relationship between employment, health and safety, and the impact of an occupation on employee. This activity provides information on the responsibilities of employees and managers in developing a safe environment. The goal of occupational safety and health activity is to ensure that managers take active responsibility in managing occupational safety and health. It also helps the manager to develop security systems that are in line with the organization's set goals. Occupational safety and health management process. According to the Mondi and No 1993, in discussing the safety and health management process, we can be guided by two references model, namely the safety management process model and the occupational health management process model. Example of occupational safety issue are injuries to limbs such as leg, hand, and eyes. The safety management model can help managers and management researchers think about the elements that are necessary when an organization wants to implement occupational safety policies and programs. According to the Mondi and No, in the first stage, management must determine the required safety program policies. This depends on the type and the size of the business involved as well as the financial allocation available. In the second stage, the policies need to be translated into forms of safety programs. These policies can be achieved through two methods. First is the organization needs to create a psychological environment and attitudes that promote safety among employees. Second is for the organization can create and maintain a safe work environment. In the third stage, an accident investigation needs to be made. Experienced organization will realize that accident can happen even in organizations that are quite sensitive to the accident aspect. Every accident needs to be evaluated to make sure it does not reoccur. Safety and health officer will jointly investigate an accident. In the fourth stage, a safety program must be evaluated by management. Frequency rates and severity rates are two statistical indicators often used in evaluating safety program in United States. In the first stage, the management of the organization needs to recognize that the problem of stress exists in the organization. According to Anton, this pressure has at least four forms, namely chemistry, physical, biological, and ergonomics. In the second stage, occupational safety and health officers and safety health committees as well as representatives of the organization need to make an assessment to determine whether the problem is serious or not. If the problem is somewhat vague, occupational safety and health officers should make a study of the rate of exposure experienced by staff as well as a detailed assessment. In the third stage, control activities are carried out by the organization. The methods commonly used according to the Mondi and No. First is substitute hazardous raw material for less hazardous one, changing a work process to minimize hazardous condition, ventilation to clean the air, special device detect toxic substances, and training and education programs to support engineering control. Safety level measurement. First, according to a study conducted by Sheikh M. Ahmad on occupational safety and health management in Hong Kong, the level of safety can be measured by looking at safety policies, safety committees, safety officers, safety training and promotion, safety investigation, accident investigation, emergency procedure, and personal protective equipment. Second is safety policy. Section 16 OSHA 1994 provides that every employee and every self-employed person is required to prepare as often as appropriate a review of a written policy statement, generally with respect to the safety and health of its employee while working in the organization and the arrangement in force for carrying out the policy, that as well as bringing its statement and any review to the attention of all its employees. Third is Safety and Health Committee. Section 31 OSHA 1994 states that every employer shall establish an occupational safety and health committee. Pursuant to this section, if there are 40 or more persons employed employment, or the Director General directs the establishment of such employment committee. The main function of the committee is constantly review the measures taken to ensure the safety and health of employees, investigate and bring to the attention of employees any employment matter deemed by the committee members or other employees and staff of the organization to be unsafe and risky to health. Fourth is safety training. The general responsibility of employees is to provide training to each employee as one of the requirements for disclosing knowledge of occupational safety and health to employees. And the fifth one is the accident investigation. According to Anton, any accident involving fatal injury or property damage should be investigated. In addition, near-miss accident may cause death or injury should be also considered important and should be investigated. The purpose of an accident investigation is fact-finding and not fault-finding. Accident investigations are usually conducted by occupational safety and health officers, safety representative, or safety committee. They conduct an accident investigation by considering 6 key questions, namely who was involved in the accident, what happened, where, when, how, and why did the accident happen. And the last one is personal protective equipment. Armstrong and Dennis say that occupational hazard can be categorized into 2 types, namely health hazard and physical hazard. A health disaster is an employee internal damage to the lung, stomach, ear, and brain, while physical disasters are related to protective devices against body structure. It was found that body protection equipment plays an important role in avoiding such disaster. Body protection can be divided into eye protection, face protection, head protection, ear protection, hand protection, foot protection, body protection, and protection from falling. Accident factor. According to Abdul Aziz and Intan, there are 3 main factors that contribute to accidents, namely employee attitudes, workplace condition, and employees. Among the employee factors that contribute to the accident are personal characteristics of employees such as bad habits including negligence, easygoing attitude, boredom, playful and quarrelsome behavior, and insensitivity to the risk of accident. While the factors of working condition are machines that are not maintained regularly, poor design, lack of preventive equipment, slippery working environment, insufficient light condition, high noise level, exposure to smoke and dust, tools and that are not neatly arranged, there are chemicals and gases in the workplace. Furthermore, among the factors caused by employees that can cause accident are unsatisfactory level of supervision, excessive working hours, insensitivity to employee fatigue, lack of adequate training in handling equipment and machinery, and insensitivity to employee complaint.
Two point six. The relationship of safety and health activities with job achievement. According to Delcer, 1997, employee achievement is closely related to these occupational safety and health activities because these 2 aspects play a complete complementary role to each other. Job performance will play a role in determining the extent to which the effectiveness of occupational safety and health activities have been carried out. Meanwhile, Gostek in Aziz and Intan 2002 said that there are 5 things that are irrelated between employee achievement and health and safety program, namely, firstly, able to attract the best potential employees by providing a safety workplace, enabling organizations to retain high-performing employees by making them feel safe and secure while performing tasks, allows employees to focus more on qualities of work because they feel safe and does not require them to emphasize safety and health aspect while working. Fourth, equip the organization with the latest technology, but preventions for the cause of accident, emergencies, and health problem cannot be used to improve technology. And five, with the rising cost of medical treatment and workers' compensation, it is better that we prevent accident than bear the cost. Next, upon completion of the goal setting process, in addition to clear objective, producer and appropriate activities to achieve those goals, then the resources and responsibility must be clarified by ensuring the employees play their respective role in the field. In AKKP 1994, itself a legal framework has been provided to promote, stimulate, and promote high standard on aspect of occupational safety and health. It aims to raise awareness of the importance of safety and health as well as the establishment of effective safety practice through self-regulation. 2.7 Accidental Investigation Measures. Pursuant to the provision of Section 32(1) AKKP 1994, an employer shall notify the nearest Occupational Safety and Health Office of any accident, dangerous occurrence, occupational poisoning, or occupational disease that has occurred or is likely to occur on the job. Therefore, DESLR 1997 has developed a product that may be help the organization to take action on each accident that occur as shown in figure 2.4. In addition, according to DESLR, the organization also needs to ensure the following actions are taken, which is, firstly, act on accident quickly and positively. Second, gather relevant information about the accident. Third, analysis of all the cause of accident. Fifth, develop and take remedial action. Sixth, re-evaluate finding and submit recommendations. And seven, evaluate the effectiveness of action. Two point eight strategies for addressing occupational safety and health issues. According to Aziz and Intan 2002, organizations should always take responsibility for the safety and health of employees by promoting the issue of safety and health of occupational workers. There are several actions that can be used to promote occupational safety and health issues. Among the actions that should be taken by manager are as follows. Firstly, to formulate an occupational safety and health policy. According to Gotesh 1999, if an organization wants to promote occupational safety and health, the organization must first prepare a clean policy. Therefore, it is responsibility of the manager to inform this policy of all employees and ensure that they adopt the prescribed rules. Second, encouraging employee involvement. There is a rule of management presented by Gottech 1999 that is, if you want to make a commitment, involve them from the start. This statement can be applied by organizations in implementing safety and health program. Gottech 1999 believed that involving employees in the program is one of the most effective strategies for gaining employees' commitment that will turn the program into a co-ownership programs. Thirdly, occupational safety and health training. Occupational safety and health training is an effective way of helping to promote occupational safety and health. Managers can provide training to new employees in orientation programs, and usually its training aims to create a deep awareness of the safety and health aspect of the employees. A training plan that is considered successful must have the following elements. A. Training must be given to all levels from managers to subordinate employees. B. Training must be given to new employees at all levels. C. Risks inherent in the work and provide knowledge to employees about the risks that will be faced. D. Oversee the program and ensure that the objectives set are achieved. And E. Record and make notes of all unwanted incidents that have occurred. 4. Visual awareness. Employees will remember visual objects better than just listening without looking at an object, given that human capabilities are so limited than for organizations that want to deliver a message. It is more effective if visual aids are used. 5. Job competition. Next, Abi Aziz and Intan 2002 say that one of way to promote employees' job and safety can be done through competition. Competitions can be based on team, shift, or department. The purpose of the competition is to reduce the frequency of accidents and raise awareness to prevent accidents from happening. Through this competition can also increase the effectiveness of communication and increase team spirit. However, there is a drawback in the competition where teams may not report accident to their superiors because they want to make sure their group has the least number of accidents. 2.9 Previous studies. Study on employees' awareness of occupational safety and health aspect have not yet been widely implemented. As for the studies that look at this aspect of employee awareness, it is only small part of content of those studies. Therefore, this section will try to analyze in detail the studies to enable you to get a clear picture of aspect of employee awareness of occupational safety and health that may be a guideline in helping researchers conduct this study. Therefore, in this section, the researcher will present domestic and foreign studies relevant to the research topic directly. Fadzil et al. 2002 in his study conduct to identify awareness of occupational safety and health among rubber plantation workers has found that awareness in aspect of safety and health among plantation workers is at a satisfactory level. The result of his survey also found that the level of non-compliance employees against the instructions, rules, and measures of occupational safety and health are low. Therefore, among the recommendations for awareness raising programs that he has proposed are to organize and give talks and promotes related to occupational safety and health, provide advice in the form of counseling the employees, and provide information related to occupational safety and health or work site. Next overhaul 2001 made a study entitled 20 Years of Safety, found the increased awareness of excellent safety and health culture is needed to succeed in the challenge of the global market. His study also shows that in the last 20 years, most organizations considered employee safety concern as a burden and not profitable to organization. But nowadays, there are many organizations that see employee safety as a profitable investment. Meanwhile, Muhammad Yusuf 2000 has conducted a study on knowledge of industrial workers on occupational safety and health management. This study was conducted on 100 respondents from around the Klang Valley and Penang. From his survey, he found that 85% of respondents stated that the management did not take seriously the aspect of occupational safety and health training program. Furthermore, training programs are held as needed only and not on regular basis. The safety found that management did not conduct an inspection to the workplace area, did not conduct regularly safety training, irregular work environment that has led to the occurrence of unwanted accidents. Finally, he has concluded that management that is actively involved in developing awareness and importance of occupational safety and health can improve the level of safety. 2.10 Summary. Based on the discussion of the literature and previous study, it can be concluded that the aspect of occupational safety and health are the most important indicators that ensure safety and health in the workplace. In addition, we have also seen that the management of occupational safety and health is a heavy task that has to be done, borne by this organization, because if an organization has its own official vision and mission, then the practice of this policy will be really challenged if the issues of employee safety and health is ignored. The challenges may be short-term and long-term. In the short term, organizations with high accident record are likely to lose skilled employees. They are likely to move to an organization that in their observation is safer and conducive. In the long run, the organization may have created a bad reputation so that prospective employees are afraid to apply for a job with the organization. It will indirectly affect the organization, and therefore the aspect of employee awareness on occupational safety and health should always be given priority by organizations that want progress. Thank you.
Methodology. Introduction. This chapter will discuss the methods used by the researchers in conducting this study. Through this chapter, the explanation covers study design, study model, sampling, data collection methods, and data analysis methods. Research design. This study is a survey of perceptions of academic and non-academic staff at UTM regarding their awareness of safety and health in the workplace. The perception survey is only conducted in UTM Skudai, according to Cohen in Muhammad Najib 1999 case study. is an effort to study one unit at a time to look intensively at events that occur in the final stages, can make assumptions about a larger population unit about the same event. This study involves data collection instruments through questionnaire distributed to academic and non-academic staff working in UTM, Skudai only. Perception is seen from the aspect of knowledge, understanding, opinion, as acceptance and awareness of respondent on aspect of the study. This questionnaire was distributed only once to the respondent, and this means that there is no control group in this study. This is the research model. The model for this study was formed based on the objectives and goals of this study. Data collection methods. The data collection methods for this study was determined based on the type of data required by the researcher. Generally, in this study, data are obtained based on primary data sources. Primary data is data obtained from the main source, respondent, from the questionnaire distributed and analyzed. Questionnaire. For the purpose of this study, researchers have prepared a set of questionnaires that aims to see the awareness of UTM staff on safety and health in the workplace. This questionnaire consists of two parts, namely Part 1 and Part 2. Part 1 of this questionnaire is to find out the background of the respondent, and Part 2 serves to examine the respondent perceptions of workplace safety policies, workplace safety procedures, rules, equipment, safety training, workplace safety and health committee, commitment and attitude, and the workplace environment. A summary of these descriptions of the questions in this questionnaire is listed in the table. Data analysis methods. Data were analyzed using statistical package for social science SPSS for MS Windows release 10.05. Next, the data obtained were processed using frequency and percentage tables. Descriptive analysis methods use descriptive analysis methods such as frequency and percentage are used to explain the demographics of respondent and the questions that have a choice of answer, while the data related to opinions and suggestions and interviews are analyzed qualitatively. Thank you.